Howdy y'all, and welcome back to another episode of, I forgot what the name of the show was. Howdy y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Book Spotlight. And today, I'm talking in a really bad country cowboy-like accent, and I even got a hat on. So, and Cheerleading's dancing in the background. Today, yes.
We'll start doing that. Yeah!
I like that. Do you know how to yoga?
No.
No.
It's okay, I don't want to.
Man, we should take up your book. This here book is a James Patterson Presents, and everybody's heard of James Patterson if you've ever set foot in a library, because guess what? His books are everywhere. He writes children's books, teenagers' books, adult books. He's never wrote a cookbook, I don't think, but that may be next on Mr. Patterson's list. Don't know that I'd want to read it, but, you know, anyways. This book is called Gunslinger Girl by Lyndsay, or Eli, I don't know. Anyways, the back of it says, Wanted, Reward, Fastest Sharpshooter, and Tomorrow's West, Serendipity Jones. And as you can notice, I said tomorrow's West, not the West of the past. This is sort of a, what do you call those books, Shirley?
Futuristic.
The futuristic, the dystopian style novel, but this one is like we go back in time again, even though we're going forward. Yeah, anyway, the inside cover, I can't tell if I'm going Georgia South or Cowboy. It counts though.
Yeah, mix.
It works.
Yeah, it works.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Now it's not like the dinosaur. Toy Story. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to laugh.
That's okay.
That's so bad. I just want to look at you.
Serendipity, who goes by the nickname Pitty Jones, inherited two things from her mother, a pair of six-shooters and perfect aim. Those won't get her far on the farming commune, but in the decadent, dangerous city of Cessation, a fast draw will buy her freedom. So Pitty heads west, where lawlessness is a way of life for those on the losing side of the Second Civil War. She's offered fame and fortune as a sharpshooter in the theater Vespertine, where she has a chance to make a real home, and where she meets Max, an artistic stagehand who introduces her to a vibrant new world. But there's a dark side to the theater, the finale. Ever so often, the fighting factions of the Cessation have to be kept in line with a little demonstration, a nightmarish public execution, and Pitty has a starring role. Pitty's struggle against the dark and twisted underbelly of a corrupt city will haunt you long after the final bullet is shot. There's a foreword by James Patterson in here. Part 1. Chapter 1. They dragged in the dead scoundrel in the fade of afternoon, tied to the last truck in the convoy. Dust clouds billowed after the vehicles like a fog, blanketing the compound's entrance in twilight. Pitty squinted and pulled her bandana over her nose. She wandered into the commotion, eyes half scanning the jumble of vehicles and riders for her father, but mostly letting her feet carry her over where the scrounger lay. Flies alighted on him and on the trail of wet muck he had left behind. The body was face down, though when one of the convoy guards kicked him over, Pitty reckoned that was no longer an apt description, as there wasn't much face left to speak of. She swallowed the sourness that rose in the back of her throat. The guard, dressed in a weathered transcontinental railway uniform, sniffed and spat. Should have left the trash outside for the crows. What'd he do? Pitty told the scrounger's mangled hand. There wasn't a lot to be made of the body. Male, certainly. Maybe young. Maybe not. Thief. Found him sneaking around the camp this morning. Nearly made off with an armful of solar cells. Brave, she thought, but dumb. That was one thing. It was one thing to pick through the abandoned landscape, another to steal from a trans-rail convoy. And that is the little sneak peek of this book in the book spotlight. And that's all. See y'all.